Hello everyone. In this part of lecture, I am going to discuss about the three-phase delta connection. I have already discussed about three-phase star connection in part 1 and 2, whose link will be also shared here. So before coming to this lecture, you need to go also link shared for a star connection, and why three-phase connections are most popular, that has also been discussed in part 1 of the video. So three-phase delta connection means we have a connection like this. This is phase A, and this is A dash, and this is our B, A dash, this is B, and B dash, and this is C phase. All three are connected like this. So we have three phase, this from here to here one phase, here to here another phase, and here to here another phase. So these three phase are connected in delta, and here three lines are taken from this connection. When these three lines are taken from this connection, line current will start to flow here, that is being represented by IL. Here line current, here line current, three line current. So it is generally written by IR, IB, and IY. Red, yellow, and blue are written here for three phase. So these are the three phase currents flowing from the uh, these are the three line current flowing into the lines, and these are the three phases, like from here to here. I'm taking some different color so that we can, this is the single one phase here, and another phase is here to here, and this phase is here to here. So these are the three phases. So we can say the here the phase A from here to here, this is phase 1, and this is another phase, and this is another phase. So if we see from here to here, this is also line. From here to here, this is also line to line. So we can say from here to here, it is a phase voltage, and here to here it is the line voltage. So by just inspection, we can say that here the line voltage is also equal to here phase voltage. Here line voltage is equal to phase voltage in delta connection. But in a star connection, we have seen line voltage was root under 3 times phase voltage. This was in a star connection, for a star connection. But for delta connection, what we get? For delta connection, line voltage is phase voltage, and this line current here, we can say, suppose if it is here, I'm taking some different color so that we can identify it, how current is flowing. So I'm taking this color. So suppose here a phase current is flowing here, like I am writing here, it is IA in this direction, and IB in this direction, and IC in this direction. So here three phase currents are IA, IB, and IC. I have taken all clockwise. You can also take all anti-clockwise. So here IA, IB, and IC are current flowing. So definitely from here we can see that IA is coming here and IB is going here. So as per Kirchhoff current law, the amount of current flowing in this line will be phasor difference of IA minus IB. This is the phasor difference, not algebraic difference. So this current will be equal to IR. From here we can write it is IR, and in same way we can also write IB, which will be equal to IB is coming here and IC is going here. So from Kirchhoff current law, IB minus IC, it will be the phasor difference of these two current. And again we can write a IY, because IC is coming here and IA is going here. So IY will be equal to IC minus IA. This is the phasor difference. So definitely we can say that here phase current and line current, here IR is called line current, and this line current is not equal to phase current. So we have to solve this equation. How, what is the relation? So here we have to derive a relation. Line current is root 3 times phase current. This is the relation which we have to derive for the delta connection. So in delta connection, line voltage is equal to phase voltage, and line current is equal to root 3 times phase current. So here we can also see every phase has equal magnitude of current. So IA, IB and IC, IA magnitude equal to IB magnitude, and it is also equal to IC magnitude, and it is equal to, let it is, its value is IP magnitude. But these three currents are displaced from each other by 120 degree. These three currents, IA, IB and IC, they are displaced by 120 degree. I am just drawing this current in the phasor notation form, and all these three currents are displaced by 120. This is IA. I am just writing it IB and IC. Even I can write here IB also and IC here also. So, but here I am just taking it IA, IB and IC. If I write here IA, IB and IC, so its phase sequence will be I A B C. And if I write here I B here and C here, then its phase sequence will be I C B, A C B. So we have to derive the relation between line and phase current. The angle between each phase is 120 degree. Same relation we have seen also in a star connection, where we have put the phase voltage. Here I have put the phase current. Now we have to find the derive this relation. How we can derive this relation? Let us see what is happening here. So we will find that so this relation we have to find out what is the line current and phase current relation. So here we can see, suppose if I have to find the line current IB, maybe I am just going here IB. What is IB? IB, if we see from here, IB is equal to this much, IB minus IC. Line current of B line is IB minus IC. So I have to find IB. IB is here and IC is here. So I have to subtract this IC. So we have to bring it in the negative direction as we are doing in the vector notation. So this will be minus IC here. This is the direction of minus IC. So I have to find the resultant of IB and IC. So we have to make a parallelogram to calculate the effect of these two currents. So I am just drawing parallelogram like this and like this. So this will be the resultant, and this resultant is equal to IB minus IC. This is the vector difference. Now we have to find the resultant, this resultant, and angle here we can very easily see this angle will be 60 degree because this is 120 degree. So this is 60 and this will be also 60 degree angle. So now we have to find the resultant, and that resultant will be equal to IB, means line current, and it is equal to, its magnitude is equal to under root, two vectors are inclined at an angle, so its magnitude is also equal to IP, already written, its magnitude is equal to IP, and IB magnitude is also equal to IP, phase current, here already written. So two vectors are inclined at an angle 60 degree. So 60 degree, one vector is IP A square plus B square plus twice AB 2 IP into IP cos 60 degree. These all are under root. So what we get after cos 60, this will be cancel out. So this is a one line derivation. We can very easily write that line current is equal to root 3 times phase current. So this is our relation for delta connection. So in delta connection, line current is root 3 times phase current, but line voltage is equal to phase voltage. This is just reverse of the star connection. In a star connection, line voltage was equal to root 3 times phase voltage and line current was equal to phase current. But here it is just reverse. You can very easily remember it. And now we have to find the power 3 phase. Power 3 phase. Power 3 phase will be equal to, what will be the power 3 phase? It will be 3 into Vp into Ip into cos theta. Cos theta is the power factor and this power is the per phase power. So we have multiplied it by 3, so 3 phase power. We can also write in the line term. So Vp is equal to VL, phase voltage is equal to line voltage, and phase current, from here we can see line current by root 3 multiplied by cos theta. So here we can see this is the root 3 VL IL cos theta. Its unit will be watts. So this is our power for 3 phase. This power is called real power or true power, which we measure in our laboratory using the wattmeter method. In basic electrical lab, you have to study this also, how to find the power using wattmeter method. 2 wattmeter method is there. So we can find the power using wattmeter. So here we can see either we use a star, either use a star connection or delta connection. Either we use a star connection or delta connection. Power remains invariant. Means power in both the case, power in a star or power in delta, both is equal to root 3 times VL IL cos theta, and its unit is watt. In same way, we can also write for Q, that is reactive power. It is called reactive power, which is equal to root 3 times VL IL sin theta, and its unit will be volt ampere reactive. And apparent power S will be equal to under root P square plus Q square, and which is equal to root 3 times VL into IL, and its unit will be volt into ampere. So this is our relations which we have derived here. In case of a star and delta, we have made 3 videos for this connection. So power and relation between the line and phase voltage has been discussed. In next video, I will discuss numerical based on star and delta connections.